Hello people in the house are doing. This is very, very serious what I'm talking about here. Unfortunately now, Cavan is going to probably bear the brunt now of this clusters in hospitals and nursing homes. Especially in the hospital, Cavan General Hospital, not really talking about nursing homes here, but it's, out of the whole lot of them around the country, we're going to bear the brunt of it now in Cavan. It is very, very bad. I can't say it will be announced. We think at least 70 doctors could have it. We don't know. We're waiting for tests to come back and everything. We don't know, but possibly 70 could have the coronavirus, and it is very, very dangerous situation at the moment. It's a very, very risky situation. We are very stressed, and I'm appealing to the HSE um, to give us whatever resources we need in Cavan to deal with this outbreak, because it is pretty bad in Cavan General Hospital. There's nurses coming to me saying, this lack of staff too, and if you take 70 out of it, there's very lack of staff at the moment. A lot of them are off sick too. Like I'm saying to the HSC, give anything Cavan General Hospital needs, give it to them. Because this is it is pretty bad. I know a good bit more than what only people know. It is pretty bad. It will get worse. It's very guaranteed, because I don't know how we're going to contain it, how we're going to figure out where it came from. We don't know where. There's people being treated in ICU beds in Cavan with the coronavirus, but we don't know how it got onto only wards, surgical ward and medical ward. We don't know how it got onto it. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out, and God knows, we're already with another outbreak on the other side of Cavan. We're very, very, overwhelmed, which is the word we use. And I'm appealing to people too, and I said this in my other video. If you don't need to go near a hospital, don't go near a hospital. Unless it's an emergency, unless it's an extreme emergency, then go into accident emergency. But don't go in unless you extremely have to. It is dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. It could spiral out of control. It could not. We don't know. We just have to hope and pray, and that's all we can do, because we're doing our best with what we have. But it is pretty bad, and OT's reporting on it and everything. It is pretty bad. Cavan General Hospital will probably be the worst affected hospital in the country. We don't know yet. We simply don't know yet, but we're just speculating that it could be. It could be, because it looks very bad. It does look very bad. It could be on other wards in Cavan General Hospital. We're trying to figure out that. But obviously these 4 wards are closed, and nobody's allowed, and we're trying to dissect them and trying to do everything we can. In other words, but there is a good lot of doctors and nurses waiting for tests to come back from the laboratories in Dublin from the check on them, obviously, to see that the coronavirus. So the numbers will probably jump in Cavan for the next week. We might be over 200. I don't know. We're at 130 in Cavan. We just have to wait and see. But just on that note, the HSC too. There's a lot more people being treated for the coronavirus in ICU beds in Cavan than there is in Navan or Loud. Because Cavan obviously is a Cavan Monaghan too, which is Cavan Monaghan Cavan. Cavan's a bigger area. Monaghan Hospital's half closed down. There's no ICU beds. It's just for surgeries and everything like that. And I would say to the Department of Health, maybe you should think about maybe open it even to the government, maybe open modern ICU beds. They used to be there. They're probably still abandoned there, but I don't know. They probably are being used. I don't know. So with that, we don't know. But I'm trying to figure out. It's very confusing at the moment, because we're in panic really. Because we honestly don't know what can happen. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. Trying to see, but I don't know. But I'm just saying to people, I'm appealing to people, I'm begging to people, unless you need to go into a hospital, then go in if you need to go, but don't go in unless you really, really have to go to the hospital. It is pretty dangerous. Like, there's still people going in trying to visit. In a few cases in Cavan, people trying to walk in the door and try and visit their relatives. I understand it's hard, but we have to protect you and we have to protect your relatives. So please don't go in and start because this causing disrupting obviously everything that's going on. So please think about that first before you go in, because it's disrupting us from doing our work, and from doing the doctors and us doing their work if you're going to come in and cause a disruption. So please think about that. Anyway, just to say to people, unless you have to, please don't go into the hospital in Cavan. And I'm going to say to people, it could get better. Please God, it will get better, but it could get worse. I'm just saying to people, we don't know. It's all up to God now. We just have to hope and pray, as it was that. But anyway, take care, everybody, and please listen to my words, and please take a note of my words. Thank you.